Buenas noches. Hey, ladies, how are you? Cartagena, Colombia, land of the blacks. That's all I'm going to say. It is an amazing country. I'm having an amazing time. Today was so dang good. That's all that I could say. What a beautiful, wonderful life. Okay, y'all. What a beautiful, wonderful life. And tonight I'm going salsa dancing at Club Havana, Havana, Cuba. So a lot of Cubans are actually in Colombia. They've been here for a long time. It was some about they came here because somebody, I don't know, I didn't get the whole story, but when I was on the Palenque tour, it's like somebody thought that they were Africans, which of course they are. This is because it's a black Cuban experience here, or influence, and they were brought to Colombia. So anyway, there's a lot of black Cubans in Colombia. Colombia, what do I love about Colombia? I've never saw such an embracing of Africanness. I've never seen this ever. Like I've never seen that how clear, not just in Palenque, all over Colombia. You know, I was talking to Alex today. We did a tour, was with his son, but Alex picked us up later and took me home and took a couple other people home. And Alex, y'all, I want to see if I can get an interview with Alex Roca. That would be the interview of all interviews. He is so black and proud. He was like, yo, he said, I will always have love and dedication to black Americans. He said, when I spent my time in the States and I came, he said, I stayed there for 30 days. In 30 days, so many different black people that went on his tours said, you could stay with me. He said, I never paid for nothing. He said, that's why when you was in trouble yesterday, I was there for you. He said, matter of fact, I was at the airport picking up somebody else. There was a woman who, the wherever hotel place she was staying, the car didn't come get her to take her. He said, don't worry, Queen, I got you. He was like, we black, we all black, we the same, ain't nothing different. He was talking about, now think about, we as people blacks that live in the United States, I can never say we as Americans because we're not the only Americans, okay? And when you come here, they call themselves African Americans too, because they're very clear on their Africanness. And he was like, yeah, the drug years were terrible in the 80s. He said the 80s in Colombia, black folks was on drugs like crazy. It was the same. And of course, we know where did the drugs come from, right? And then let's just talk about that. How did they get to the States? We all know that. We got to start talking as black folks from a diasporic perspective. I think black Americans in the United States, we think we have these isolated problems. Alex Roca doesn't talk like just black Colombian. He talks as a black person in the Americas. It is he kept saying, because we the same. I said, I know, I know. Like, I looked at him like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm knowing. It is so beautiful to come to a country where black power, they handshakes, the love for themselves. They don't see it. They don't look at that language like they not black. Like to them, it's like it's nothing to think about. When I talk, definitely want to make that clear. Don't quite see the black. He said, "Oh no, what's wrong with that?" Like he never heard of that. He never heard of that. He said, "No, I thought we had so much with the Dominicans." He said, "They black and speak Spanish. We're black and speak Spanish." People compare us. He was proud. Like he didn't know that they didn't. Not all of them didn't like really accept that black part. And I just think it's just so refreshing. Not to say anything, like I said, because my friend, he loved his blackness, and there's others I'm sure that do too. I'm just kind of like, I think it's a shock after being in a country for so long, and you almost have to fight them to believe and to see what the obvious. And then you go to a country, and it's like, you ain't telling me nothing. Like I'm black. I know I'm black. Like you're not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was the most, but it made me think about like we have to start having conversations from a global level as black people. We're not just we talk about the 80s and 90s, how the influx of drugs was put into the black community. You mean the black communities around the world. Do you understand that your enemy, the enemy does not talk they may have created borders and territories, but they sure don't abide by them. When they influx them drugs, when they put them drugs in our black communities, they did it in all black communities everywhere in every country. We have to travel. Black people, he loved black Americans because black Americans, when we like something, we put it out there. This man, his tours are so popular among Black Americans. He didn't even know somebody sent him. He was written up in Essence and didn't even know it, his tour. This is where her whole tour was Black Americans. Every the tour, it was two sisters from the two sisters from the Bahamas. All the rest of them was from everybody else, the other couples and people were from the States. That's all that gets. That's why he loved us. Cause he loved it. He got these different T-shirts. Oh, I'm gonna show you some stuff I bought from Palenque. He got this different T-shirt, but one of them is "Let a Black Man talk about Black history," not nobody else. Like no, they out and out with it. Like he said, being around Black culture. He said I learned Black culture when I went to the States. He calls us our Black culture. But people love Black Americans. Don't get it twisted, y'all. They all love us because they wanted. He said he loved it because I know he'd be like, yeah, what's up? Like little things he do. He like, yeah, I learned Black culture. He was so happy. Like we the end all be of Black culture, and we don't even love our own culture because we don't think we have one, but everybody else does. Everybody else around the world think we have a culture, but us. But he is his money, his family. They being fed. His son, all his kids work for the crew for his company. They being fed, and it's off Black people, and he truly appreciates it. Of Black Americans from the United States, and he truly appreciates it. We have a lot of money as a group of people, and especially Black Americans. He's doing tours throughout all of. There's a couple of other coastal cities that his tours are in, as far as in Colombia. Yeah, I mean, I know my thoughts are all scattered right now, but I'm just like, okay. First of all, when I went to Palenque, and the kids was dancing, the young people was dancing and drumming. Yo, I was choked up, like I was crying, like the whole. Okay, no, let me just tell you. First, when you enter into the town, and you see the blackest of the Black people, I'm about to cry again because y'all, it was moving. It was like one of the sisters and her husband who I was hanging out with a little bit. She said, I was figuring right now I'm not going to Africa anytime soon. I might as well come to Colombia, Palenque, and Cartagena. That's how it feels. You feel like you went to Africa. The celebration of Blackness is unbelievable. So you walk in a town where every little girl got the natural hair, look like when I remind me and my sister as little girls. That everybody is beautiful and chocolate and living. I mean, it was something to see. It was the most amazing. Like Palenque, you almost kind of wanted to live there. Like you kind of wanted to be a part. Like you kind of wish you was from Palenque. I had that same feeling. I gotta say it again. In Samaná, Republic of Dominicana. It's like you want to be like you go. Oh my God! Like it was. I cried, but nobody saw me. But like I was tearing up. I was so emotional. The drums, we got to dance. I got to drum. I think somebody got a video of me dancing, y'all. Drumming. I got to drum. I got to dance. I bought things. It was an excelente tour. It was excelente. Like it was the bomb. I can see why every Black person that goes tells all the Black travel sites, Palenque, Cartagena. Black folks want to do things with Black people. We like that. We all went. We all said the same thing. Most of us found it from social media, and we all said the same thing. That it was because of the way he is so real about his Blackness and the travel and the people and he was just on the car. He's like, yeah, there's more. There's a lot of Black Colombians and and the culture. Oh yeah, it's on. Y'all think your girl is not gonna be the travel tour extraordinaire? Like I'm about to hook y'all up. Like I can't even explain to y'all ideas that I had and all the things that I'm learning, and I'm having a good time. Come home to his home. Like I said, he got other places he be hanging out, so he be doing his thing. As a matter of fact, after I came home yesterday, he was gone. I ain't seen him yet because I was gone, but he hasn't been here. But we're going to that Club Havana, so I'm going to definitely live stream. So I'm going to charge up the phone. At least I can see it. It's live music, salsa dancing. And then tomorrow, I got a walking tour with the same experience, the real Cartagena. I got a walking tour tomorrow to Cartagena, of course. And then tomorrow night, I got my own salsa, bachata, merengue lesson. It's an extra lesson in the studio, yeah. Yeah, Afro-Colombians in the mother effing house, in casa, right? It is, I'm sitting outside. It's the bomb diggity. The vibe is real. The vibe is beautiful. And it's Carnival. Carnival starts next week, but this is the buildup of it all. It is. Well, you'll see tonight. Like I'm going out tonight. Like y'all know I'm going dancing tonight. I'm going to dance my butt off tonight. Okay, maybe not my butt because I need a little bit of it, but I'm gonna be dancing. So. Oh my God! It was a beautiful day. It was hot as a mother in Palenque, but it was so beautiful. We had the traditional elders. They made this Palenque. It was guava, coconut, and something like a molasses, like a sweet treat. Oh my God! It was so well thought out. And at the end, we go to a restaurant and we eat. It was so well done. ERC Experience Real Cartagena, Alex Roca. It was, I mean, like I hadn't seen him yet, but then at the end he came up and got us, and he told me, yeah, when my daughter called me and said you didn't have a place, he said if we had to, we was gonna put you. His kids is chocolate, so I know his woman chocolate too, and he chocolate. Like I mean, hello, what? Colombia, like ancestors come through. Like ancestors is really in charge. We're not in charge. It's not about us. It's the ancestors. Somebody said, how you feel Colombia? I said, one place tell me after another. So you know where I'm going next, y'all? I'm going to Nicaragua, yes. Bluefields, Nicaragua. Oh, yes, I'm going to Nicaragua. And after that, I'm going to Peru, but Nicaragua is the one. So their sister, she's, her mother's Nicaraguan, her father's black African American, and she's, she considers herself definitely African American. And she was from Nicaragua. Her husband's black American, and he said no, he don't know no dang Spanish. And he like, no, don't look like I'm gonna learn, but I know a few words. I was like, don't worry. But anyway, there was another sister there from Peru, Afro-Peruvian, at the tour, and her husband's black American as well. And she's chocolate, and the other one's a little light, beautiful, both beautiful ladies with. From that's where the black people from. So you come into whatever the capital city, I can't remember what that is, in Nicaragua, and then you take a boat to Bluefield, and you would love it. You want to talk about the African presence? We're going to Bluefield in Nicaragua. I'm just gonna tell y'all. And she said, you want to talk about cheap and expensive? See, that's why you want to do Latin America. That's why you want to do the Americas, period. Most of them, especially the Spanish-speaking ones. Spanish-speaking countries are definitely seems like they, the prices are cheaper. So basically, I don't know the flight. I looked at a couple of flights. Maybe I didn't look at, I think I was looking at Guatemala, which has, I don't know the flight. I looked at a couple of flights. Maybe I didn't look at, I think I was looking at Guatemala, which has the Livingston, which is there. And some of them are the Garifuna. And then I want to go to Honduras also, because that's black as well. But it's Nicaragua, honey. We're going to Nicaragua. I just want you to know that when I go home, I'm going to look, or maybe before I go home, I'm going to look for a ticket, and it's going to be the perfect ticket because it's ancestral. The ancestors, that Breeze, come through, Breeze, come through. That the ancestors tell me how to do this. Yeah, and the other thing too is it's so dope. Like they always so amazed, they always so amazed that they's like, husband was like, the black Nicaraguan sister, she's like, husband was like, I just want to say I commend you for that traveling alone. Like everybody's like thinking that's like super duper dope. Like girl, because everybody it was people with their besties or with their men or husbands. I was the only one, but I never felt, you don't feel alone. It was like 16 of us, I think, all together. And they pick you up and take you back to your spot. Tomorrow I'll be on the walking tour. I think the next day, either tomorrow's Monday. Monday walking tour. I don't know which day, but another day is going to be Playa Blanca, the beach, the white beach. I'll be going that one, and I'm looking for one more that I think I'm forgetting. There's another one that I might be forgetting. So I'm at least do the walking and definitely do the beach. And then I might, like I said, do the head wrapping one just because it's, be with some sisters, and she's black Colombian too, and she's very proud of her black culture, and she talks about it a lot. And I think it'll just be a great way. I met people from around the world, and a lot of them from the States, because if you're going to go on ERC, you're going to be with black Americans. Honey, let me show you what we got from, let me show you some of the stuff that I picked up. Hey, oh, Dada. Hey, Erica. Thank you. Hey, Bev. Hey, Jimmy Davis. Hey, Diane Franklin. Erica says, so happy you made it and having a lovely time. Inspire, go for it. Thank you. Hashtag inspire, go for it. Thank you, Erica. Hey, Z Sears. I had no idea that Africans were in Colombia. OMG. And it looks beautiful there. I must get there. Thanks for sharing. Much respect. Says, I'm going to definitely share more. Outside, so remember, I always go back to it. Outside of Nigeria, there are more people of African descent in Brazil, meaning there's more Africans, enslaved Africans brought there. After Brazil is Colombia. Not, I don't know if the DR even got data, they probably wouldn't even allow it. Okay, but not Puerto Rico, not whatever other place we could think of. Colombia, not just some, many. I cannot wait. Like tonight, I'm gonna show y'all some people, and it's on. So yeah, very, very black. Yes. Hey, Fuchsia, Stardust. It's Stardust? No, is it? Oh, because it's not after 7, right? Because it's got to be after 7. You're right. Thank you. We've been targeted around the world. Yes, Fuchsia. Paz, peace, Tiffany. We are a nation. Yes, Fuchsia. That sounds wonderful. Hey, Soul. Tina says, hey, yay, glad for you. Yes, we do. Yes. Erica says, I agree. Other cultures love us, whether they admit it or not. They are so intrigued by us. Hair, skin style. Get it, Lisa Marie. Yes. Yes, shake them hips. Oh, yes, honey. We're going out salsa dance. Hey, Jewelry, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You will continue to experience abundance. Keep teaching our people. We are the natives everywhere. Yes, we are, Queen. Hey, Shoshana, so happy for having fun. Peru is on my list, part of my mother's name culture. Really? I'm so excited. Yay. Marilyn says, hey, Marilyn, I've been traveling. I have my traveling shoes on now, not waiting on no one but myself. I would like a partner. I want to meet my ancestors also. Yes, Queen, come on. Hola, Egypti. Did you say white sand beach? Yes, honey, yes. You look so relaxed, y'all. You know when I put this dress on, because I remember I put this dress on after my long day in Tobago. This means a girl is relaxed. I'm not going to actually wear this for salsa, although I could. I might, actually, whatever, because it doesn't matter. But I'm going to look cute. Yes, honey, though. You know what's funny? So, like, there's the palanquerias. And it's the women of Palenque, and they are at the city center, at the center, and you can take pictures with them. If you just look on my Facebook, I'll put it on my Instagram as well. Rosa Negra Travels, Instagram. Rosa underscore, is that underscore? Yeah, Rosa underscore Negra Travels. But anyway, so people, of course, they get paid for people to take pictures with them. Y'all not gonna believe how many dang people asked me, because they be tourists from all around the Spanish-speaking world. Do you know how many pictures? I said, God dang it, I need to charge people. That's how many people like. And then they would, like last night, like 3 people asked me to take pictures. It was people from other Latin countries. And they was like, oh my God. And they would ask them like where she's from. Like, oh my God, we got her picture. And like, they think this is a look for them, okay? They love it. And when I was in Palenque, the elder said, bonita, bonita. She said, hija is home, es casa. Like it was, oh yeah, it was like, I cried. Like I was welcome, like we all were. And the elder kissed everybody that came through the door. It was just like the sister from Nicaragua, black Nicaragua. She's born in America, but she said, I couldn't get to Africa, so I thought I'd come to Colombia. I will, yeah. Palenque was everything. Palenque was everything. The tour was everything. Do you know that after 5 o'clock, if you're not from Palenque, you have to leave the town, darling. You have to leave the town. You are not allowed to stay. They got a saying, the blacker, the better. The blacker, the better. They say, the little boy, ideal black person is short, tightly curled hair, wide nose, full lips, and dark skin. The blacker, the better. What? We as black Americans, we don't even say that. This is pride, like chocolate is blackness, period, and the blacker, the better. That's how they keep it African. You're gonna love it. All black people loved it. Everybody felt proud leaving. I got great pictures too, and they will go on Instagram, and I'll put them on Facebook as well. But I gotta show y'all. Let me show y'all what, I still got a little blister. Oh, do you see the green out in the back of me? This is a scene. Look at this, y'all. Can you see me living like this forever? Like, yes, y'all. Welcome to my, yes. Okay. Anyway, y'all. Oh, that's just too dope. Like, I'm loving that. Oh, I love that. Okay, ladies, let me show y'all. This is what I picked up at Palenque. This shirt actually is from the ERC, Experience Real Cartagena. Look at this shirt. Black women travelers are dope. What? This is Alex Roca and his wonderful crew. They had a lot of them. Like I said, they said, let a black man teach black history. And another one said something about Black Cartagena has flavor. FLAVA. And then they had this one. All the women was running for this one. I was like, do you have a small? He's like, yes. Black women travelers are dope. What? What? Y'all need to give me a thumbs up for that. Not me, him. I also bought this 2-piece set. I'm going to wear this on the wall. Isn't that shirt dope, Beverly? Beverly, I felt like I wanted to buy everybody I knew one. I was like, dang, you know. This right here is a short set. I bought it in Palenque. I couldn't find, WDOs was big, but honey, I don't have I don't have any African shorts. Bought the short set. Yes, y'all. The short set and then this little top to go with it. So you just wear like a little t-shirt underneath. Actually, I got this beautiful green tube top I'm gonna wear. This is gonna be my walking outfit tomorrow, honey, through Cartagena. What? That I've tried it on. It fits beautifully, right? Got the shirt. Also, what? Yes, I did buy this in Palenque. Is that absolutely gorgeous? Because this is how the women look in the town. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, isn't that just amazing? Is that my Afrocentric home decor? This is only day one. Like, oh my God, like, yeah. And then look at this one too. How cute, and let's look at all the details. And this really looks like the little girls of Palenque. Oh my gosh. And she loved me so much. It's another one. They was taken by me with the beast. I hope it was like Africa. I came through the door for them. She gave me a kiss and she just said, she just was so loving. And she's like, I want to give you this. And I was like, oh, no, because I thought she would have to pay. She said, no, I want to give you this. This is a souvenir. And it has a magnet, so I can put it on the refrigerator. Look at that, the dancer. The dancer. What? And it says Cartagena. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking happy right now. So I was so happy, y'all. I'm just, and then we had, dinners included. I guess you call it lunch, but it was late, so it was dinner. So dinner's included in the thing. So I had, arroz, y habichuela, y ensalada, what I always have, and plantains. So it was not plantano. They didn't say plantano. They said plantains, actually, like we say it. So you hear the Spanish music too? Oh, champeta. That's the Afro-Colombian music too. The music is beautiful. But this is a nice little song playing right here. Oh yeah, I was walking today and this, of course, Colombian was like, ay, morena. I was like, yes, I love it, honey. They gonna love all your black asses. That's all I'm gonna say you right now. They gonna love you. This Colombia is lit. Like, Colombia is freaking lit. Like, I'm in love with Colombia. Oh good, we got lights out here, so I can always, once I figure out, I can see it right there. Let me see. We're gonna just practice all of this stuff. So how you turn on the light? Okay. No, that's the bell. Okay, so that's the bell. Let me just see. Anyway, maybe it's this one. I was wondering what all these lights were for. Okay, so that turns off that. Oh, okay, how did I do that? That's it. We found it, babies. We found it, ladies. We found the light. And when I do need it, I don't think I really need it now, but let's see. No, we don't really need it now. But anywho, yes, y'all, it's lit. Colombia is lit. I'm very happy to be here. I feel blessed beyond words. And no, we do need the light. Okay. We do need the light. Okay. It's a wonderful, I'm having a magnificent time. I'm lost for words. And I am never lost for words, but it's just like you got to just take it all in and experience it and let it go. It's beautiful. And I'm very excited. So salsa's not till about 10 o'clock. So I don't feel tired at all. I feel those drums and being in that experience and on that bus, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Black people do travel and black couples travel. Yeah, y'all, for a minute I was just like, wow, how cool would it be that your man like to travel just as much as you do? Like that's like goals right there for me. Like I'm on the list. Like I have a better picture of when I, do my year because I want my year to myself. But when I finish my year and I'm ready to, perhaps date, that's like high on the list that he loves it just as much as I do. It was great, y'all. It's really good. It's really good. I feel very blessed. And y'all, I wanted to go back and just say something, because something that really got me. So remember the first guy, that the Airbnb, that no answer, knocked on the door, nobody opened the door, nothing like that, like maybe they're not even home. When you call, the voicemail comes on, and then I go and say, let me just Airbnb again and find another place. How do I find this place? It's in the same community. It's in the same complex of the place I was supposed to be. So every time you write a comment that says you are exactly where you're supposed to be, you are exactly in the right place, wrong family. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I'm just so thankful. That's all I can say, y'all. I'm so thankful. I'm going to party. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to do the tour, and then I got the dance class. And then Tuesday, I'm going to do another tour. I'm just going to do a tour every day. Like, I'm just going to hang out with the people. And yeah, so Alex hooked me up on some of the Afro-Colombian music, and it's a beautiful culture. And we are everywhere. But more than that, we are all going through the same thing. This man ain't no good to none of us. And I think that when you live in the United States of America, you think it's some isolated black folks are going through it. But when you see the bigger picture, it makes you realize, I don't want to say it's a bigger problem, but that you're part of a bigger family. And to me, like that's everything. That's everything. Traveling is the most important thing in the world. And I think if more of us did it, things would change. I mean, even how Black Americans are loving, experience the real Cartagena. I think it shocked in the beginning, probably, I forget how many years ago, I think he said 20 years now, him in the beginning, that we were so into it. That's why he has that Afrocentric vibe, because we started coming. And once he realized how much we wanted to see our history, we all want to go to Africa. Whatever economical or social status that we're on, we know Africa is home. I was with black folks that was all there for being African. And it was the greatest feeling. But they were, conservative. They were some professionals. We all want to go home. Why not go home in the Americas? There was a sister, her man came for the weekend. They from up New Jersey. They live in New Jersey. And they came up, this is the Guatemalan black son. Anyway, I don't know if they got here Thursday or even Friday. But anyway, they leaving tomorrow. You can come to Colombia for 4 days. You can go to Colombia for 5 days, but she used to wish it was more. Plus, people want to go to Medellin and Bogota and other places that I'm about to do Colombia. I will be back to Colombia. It might be a spot. Look at this song. This song is so cool. I'm gonna go down. What you hear? I know y'all can't hear like I can hear it. I'm sorry, but it's a sweet song. Woo, got a groove. And y'all gonna see it's gonna be a live band. They are some dope musicians out here because they African and they know it and they play it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience, and I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you're here with me. That don't get scared. Even though you're right, that man was never gonna be a part of it. I'm glad that I didn't say, oh my God, I didn't get an Airbnb. I'm not going. And y'all know I wasn't gonna go. But I wanted, again, all I could really say until I can get better, more articulate with my words, because I've never been a place that took my breath away. Like it took I don't have words. I can't yet articulate my stay. It's such on a different level. It's almost like my ancestors said, you gonna learn, you gonna grow, and you're going to have a good ass time while you're doing it. Is that not life? Is that not life? Yo, I'm feeling this song right about here, but so I'm scattered. Anyway, just thank you, okay? Thank you. Yes. Oh, yes. Isn't the stuff nice? I love that shirt. Yes, says Beverly. Erica says, say word. Yes. Dope shirt, says Audrey. Yes. Erica, thumbs up. Shoshana says, fire, fire. That's so cute. Isn't all of the stuff? That short set with some wedge girl. Heels back in Durham next summer. You know that. You know it's cute set, isn't it, Gypsy? Why do you have to leave the town? Why do I have to? Oh, because they want to keep it pure, and they don't want outsiders in their town. They don't want to be those towns where it used to be a protected African cultural family town. They don't want anybody that to feel like they could be there. So you don't even get to stay after a certain hour. It really does help keep the purity of it, and it helps prevent tourists and everybody else thinking they can have the hotels there and stay up in there. After a while, you know why, girl. You can't let them in, because if you let them in, they're going to take over. So don't even let them sleep over. You know how it's like in real life, and black folks, you be like, oh, now if I let Jerome come over for a night, it'd be 3 months later, his ass still be here, and he bring his homeboys and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. I'm for it. Any preservation of our culture, I'm for it. Like, so yeah, so that's what it is. But yeah, great question. I'm for it. Yes, I know November. I know. Adorable said, thank you, Audrey. November is carnival time. Yes, apparently, right? Gypsy, I didn't know. Hey, Bonita. Oh, thanks. Tiffany, Bonita, everything's beautiful. Laugh out loud. Let them love all on you. Say, girl, I think I'm going to start charging now. I'm only playing, but I thought it was cute. I was like, okay, you want to take a picture with me? What you going to tell people? I saw her. She's a real Colombian. That's what they're thinking. I saw a real Colombian. She's an Afro-Colombian. She was with African beads. Z says, people love us more than we love us. Come on now. I pray we wake up. Me too, Z. Shoshana says, yes, the men are very accepting to us. Yes. Erica says, you better nap, laugh aloud. Get that second win. Disco nap? I need me a disco nap, Erica, huh? Thumbs up, says Gypsy to everyone. They got black people there. Lots of them, Snuggles. Thank you, Erica. I am shook. Yes, and shocked. Oh, lots. We are here, Queen. Yes, blessed by him. I get it right. Yes, Katie. Not Jerome, girl. You know I ain't talking about Jerome in a long time. They will never leave. No, you can see it now. You can see, I love it. I love it. And I mean, yeah, even black folks can't stay. I mean, that's good. And they speak another language. It was the translator. So Alex's son speaks the language. It's a Creole. It's a mixture of Bantu words and Kiswahili. So it's a Creole that they speak. And yeah, he was translating it. It was dope. It was a very dope experience, and I feel blessed. I feel blessed to be a part of it. So yes, I'm so happy for you and glad you are enjoying yourself. Continue blessings in Colombia. Yes, and think about Colombia. Take the U out. The Colombia is Colombia. Just so you know, it's the country is actually no U. So I think the way that U is where like the District of Columbia, right? No, it's Colombia. So yeah, that's number one. They just because they say it because they see how we do that and they be like, it's Colombia with two yeah, Colombia. So, but yes, another thing. I'm sorry, y'all. Another thing I thought of, like, oh my God, Alex was very impressed with the Spanish. Like I see, because let me say this. This is the one thing about the tour, which I love. Of course, it's in English, so that's great. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. But you know, a lot of people here, a lot of tourists, especially people that stay in those big hotels, you ride somebody say you don't have to be forced to speak the language at all. The people in those hotels speak English, and you can go on tours that's all in English. They cater to the English. And English here is power, just like anywhere else. You got that English language. He talked about how it changed his life. Once he learned English, that was his ticket out of poverty, out of the hood. That's a dope. So I want y'all to think about that too. That English language is power around the world. But anyway, why I know why I choose Airbnbs and I choose to be in the community is because I actually want to learn the language. Most people, a lot of people that travel, they don't, that's not what they want to do, you know? And it was interesting because both the wives, the black Peruvian and the black Nicaraguan, they was like, yeah, we both would love our husbands to speak Spanish, but the husbands is like, they just kind of stubborn. They like not really, they not trying to do it. And I think that so I want to say that for those that want to learn the Spanish language, just particularly Spanish language, some I know, you don't know how you're going to just be like up here in the eyes of most people. They just think it's great because most people don't care. Like they're right. They just travel. They're going to go to the country for 4 or 5 days. They don't think they need to learn the language. The fact that I'll be doing it outside of saying so you speak Spanish, I was like, okay, like I don't think that much. But every time he texts me, I do it with everybody. Alejandro told me if I talk English, then you talk back to me in Spanish. So I just do it with everybody. If they talk English and I know how to respond or I know words, I'll say it in Spanish. I'm about the Spanish life right now, and I know a lot of you are too. And I just wanted to remind you and just let you really, really know it's welcome. It's unusual that a traveler cares that much, that they really want to learn that language. Not just learn a few words, but really learn the language. Another thing that I'm going to say, you heard it 1,000 times, and you should hear it 1,001 times, because maybe it will inspire you as well. This is something that I love and that I notice, is that the minute you go back, if you say you learn in Spanish and you think you lost it, go back to a Spanish country and you got it. Because again, remember y'all, you're learning in every way. So it's like, you know what, when I was in the DR, I used to see the word sabor, all the time, restaurants or restaurantes, right, the restaurants. And I used to say, my God, what does that word mean? I thought it was something to do with eat. I knew it had to do with food because it was always on places that were selling food, comida. Of course now, I heard one of y'all just say it. It means flavor. Like I learned that today, a word that I kept seeing, I learned that meant flavor. I never, like that was a word that I used to see, but I didn't know what it meant. I learned and I was like, oh my God, I know that word, but sabor. So yes, honey, so yeah, we got sabor. We what does it say? Nosotros tenemos sabor. We have sabor. We have flavor, y'all. We have flavor. And I love it. I love it. So I'm loving that I get to talk Spanish. I'm loving the whole thing. And the sister that told me about the money, I totally understand the money now. So even if the pesos say 50 mil, because it does say mil on it, still 50,000 pesos. And thank you, sister, you told me. But now I looked at it like I saw it. I got it. So the 50 mil is 50,000 pesos. When it has a 20 on the bill, don't matter, don't even worry about when it looks. If it has a 20 on the bill, then it's 20,000 pesos. If it has a 50, just like that, it's just that easy. You know, so that's number one. Or, yeah, I love it. Well, but then there's actually 20 pesos too. So yeah, anyway, I'm getting used to the money. I'm gonna look at it closer and I'm gonna like study so that when I ask cuánta es and somebody say 50 or 50 or 40, like cuatro is 4, cinco is 5. So 50 is like 500 or maybe it's 5,000, I can't remember. But when I hear that 50 or that cuatro or cuarenta, then in my mind, I'm putting it together. Like, it takes a minute, but you will get it and you will put it together and you will see, Colombia. It's a good place. It's wonderful. The humidity is so amazing. The humidity is so good for your skin. Mosquitoes, I ain't get bit once. If they got some out here, I ain't see them, okay? And I was out last night. I didn't feel it, but hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. Another thing is I will recommend this Airbnb because Alejandro, he might be watching right now. Hey, hermano, Alejandro is good people. Alejandro takes care of everybody. I gotta ask his sign. I wonder if he's a Cancer. He has a very nurturing spirit like a Cancer. Very kind, very loving. You're right, somebody, about the vibration. When you vibrate in that cheer, happy, loving, kind, you meet the same people. I'm well taken care of. Well. I told him, I said, hey, because I got a thing, my data ran out. And I was like, hey, I just texted him and said, hey, my data ran out and I got this thing. And I could see in Spanish that it probably meant that I needed to add more data. He was like, yeah, it's the live streams. And I was like, okay. He said, don't worry, in 20 minutes, you'll have more data. Did he not put the money down? Wherever he's at, wherever he is, because he got my phone number and he put the data on it already for me. So we good now, y'all. That means when I go outside, I won't be running out and be like, oh my God, I might run out of battery, which I won't because I'm a charge. I'm being taken care of. So don't you worry. Take chances. That's my thing. Take chances. All right, Queens, let me let you go. Yes, I didn't know that. Yes, like savor the flavor. Yes, I'll save it. I will remember that. Erica says, okay, wait. Let's go back. Colombia. Yes, Shirley, Colombia. Hey, my girl, Journey. Hola, hermana, to you, darling. Hola, bold and courageous. Sombre, no, sabor. Tina says, yes. Erica says, is that the spelling? I've seen that too. Yes, Sabor. Thank you, Katie. I think the spelling is, yes, it's Sabor. Not, yes, that's exactly right, Katie. I have to go to Colombia. Wait till, you ain't done. You only saw one day. Wait till we go out tonight, because we going out tonight. So you better stay up. Put on your best clothes. We going out tonight. That's all of us. Oh, I was wondering because I've seen that over and over in the Latin community. Never knew what that was. Me neither. Moo, cow, poop. Okay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And the videos, more to come. We doing it, y'all. We are doing it. So I am going to take a little disco nap. I am going to do that. It's the smartest thing that I probably will do so I could be refreshed because salsa is definitely, I know, it's energetic. So wish I was going this. I know Fuchsia Jones, but I'm going to take y'all. I'm going to take y'all into the spot. I love it. It's got pictures all over the wall, all the Cuban, Afro-Cuban, and Puerto Rican, and all these other like Hector Lavoe, Willie Colon, Ibrahim Ferrer, like just pictures of all these amazing salsa, Cuban son, So that's why I now understand why salsa is so popular in Colombia, because salsa is Cubano all the way. It's Cuban, but so many Cubans are here, so that makes sense. It's a great place. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Y'all think we suffering the way we come up as Black Americans? No, they were smart. They said if more blacks are in Latin, we sent them to Latin America. We got to make the poverty abject. That's why I say, watch it when we put ourselves as the only ones suffering, the only ones poverty, when in actuality, we're probably, as far as coming out in the diaspora, we probably are the richest of the Africans in the Americas, is Black Americans. I mean, what a perspective. Don't things in perspective? What a perspective. All of us sitting there buying the shirts, buying the candies, buying the tours. There was no Black Colombians because they wouldn't be able to afford it. No Black Dominicans because they wouldn't be able to afford it. We are very, very blessed. We are very blessed. And we need to say thank you. So I'm thanking everything. Everything that's in me, I say thank you. Okay, yes, I love Willie Colon. Yeah, my mama put me on Willie Colon, yes. Hey, got to be Oshun, living dreams, sister Queens. Oh, such an inspiration. Thank you, Queen. I love you. Fisher says, Tiger, what? You said is that, I don't know if that's, what is, okay. Is that Tiger? No, TGERW is an African influence on salsa dance and music. Okay, send me that again. Johnny says, thank you for sharing this perspective. Yeah, it's deep. We are one people. And when we get it, there's no different. Here it's not even like, it's funny, I noticed something. This is just in my short time, so I'm observing it. I feel like, yeah, in the DR, there's Black folks, and then there's a lot of mixed people, right? But I feel like here, the Black people are Black, and the native ones that look natives are, the brown people are brown. I don't see, it's interesting. I'm not saying there's no mixing. I'm saying I don't see it as much as in the DR. I totally see Black people must have been kept in their little neighborhoods or something, because it's quite clear the Black people are Black in color, brown, dark, I don't see it. I just don't see it a lot. I don't see it like I did in the DR. It's a whole nother dynamic. And I think that's why traveling is so important, because we need those different dynamics. We need to see us, just like we see in America. You know, whether they're, I mean, they're lighter skin, darker skin, brown skin, but it's just all the colors like we look like. It look like all the colors we come in, that's how they come. It's without being biracial. You know what I'm saying? It's the most. I love it. Like it's so. I think that's why they really love Black Americans. We feel and look like them. It's to them. It's just a language that they speak and that's different, or that we're speaking a different language. And you got to remember too, and be like, Black. Like we speak English, y'all. That's not our native language either. So we must look unusual to other people too, to Africans. Like what's, what I'm saying? If they didn't know that we spoke English, which they do. So before you start thinking like, oh, are Latino people Black? Well, are Black Americans Black? Because if you're asking that question because they speak Spanish, you speak English. It's still another language. It's still somebody else's language. Just open your mind. That's for me too. Like let's open our minds when we say Black, and then we start asking our Latin American, our Hispanics, or Black, they're Black, and that's it. And a language that's all that separates us. And this man is dirty because he knows that. He knows that we caught up in that. Like, are they Black or are they just like Spanish? What does that even mean? We speak English, so the diaspora is beautiful. And I cannot wait for us to see it all. I said to myself, I was coming home and I was in the car, just like having that, inner time, and I just thought, I don't know why, I don't know what, I don't even know where this is all going. But wherever it's going, I'm going with it. And I'm happily, without fighting, I'm going with it. I give thanks and I give praises. Give the divine a chance to show up in your life and show out. Because I still go back to that Airbnb situation. That was some showing out. Alex said to me, like I said, he said, we was not going to leave you out there. That's not how we do it. We take care of our people. So we'll leave it there. Love you, ladies. Okay, let me see. I went to France last year learning French, but I really want to go to Latin America. I want to learn French and Spanish. Yes, both of them are great languages. I want to learn French too and Spanish. You will, Queen. I see. There is, Fuchsia says. Yes, peace and light, Lisa. I'm so glad you made it safe and sound. Thank you, M. Love. Hey, Carla, good afternoon. Beautiful, sis. Yes, good. Thank you, Journey. Good afternoon, all. Hey, Carlette, Shandi, I'm so happy for you. Hey, Queen. Thank you, darling. All right, I'm going to take the disco nap. It's about to happen because I already can see me now. I know, because I remember before I was like, we was downtown and everything. I was like, why is the clubs empty? He's like, Lisa, it's 8 o'clock. I was like, oh, yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. I'm sorry. I don't get out much. He told me to walk up to the center. I should have did it earlier to go get some food, but hopefully, because maybe by the time we go out there, it's not going to be any food that I could eat. So I'll have to work on that. Okay. Oh, May Lane says you bring the beauty. Thank you, darling. I'll catch the replay at work. Sneak. Okay, Carlette, make sure you do. All right, y'all. I'm getting sleepy, so let me go take this little hour nap, be refreshed, but I'm going to the salsa club. We going dancing later. So take a nap too, so you can watch the video. I love you, ladies. Yes, you should laugh out loud. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Like I said, y'all love on me the way you've been. I thank y'all. I really, it's not like I'm playing. I was not gonna go. And y'all, not one of y'all said don't go. Not one. Y'all said, go, girl. Don't let it, no, you better not. What is it, Audrey? I heard you say, you better not. You better not go. Y'all always on it. Like, I know that support. And thank you for allowing me to be vulnerable. And I think what was on my mind was that the Airbnb guy wasn't getting back to me, but I'm in the same exact community. I tell you, Alejandro was like, let's go knock on his door. Like, what's up? Like, let's go. He was like, let's go knock on his door. Like, I need to understand this. He said, I need to understand this. I'm confused. He said, we don't do stuff like that here. I need to understand. Something happened. Something happened. I was like, okay. No, I believe him. He said, I don't understand this. Like, I don't know. We need to go knock on his door. Especially in this community. He says lots of people in this community, because it's a sought after community, have Airbnb people. So he was totally confused. He really wanted to knock on the man's door. I was like, you know what? I done knocked on the door and it's okay. So yeah. All right, lovelies. Oh, see that? Thank you and came in. Okay, y'all. Love you, ladies. Because you know I'll be sitting there going, y'all, I didn't even go. I was too tired. No, I'm going to go to sleep. Have a beautiful, blessed night, and I'll see you later in the night. Peace and blessings, darlings. Oh, look for my pictures on Facebook, and I'm about to put them also on Instagram. All right. Peace.